If daycare was just babysitting, then explain why your toddler comes home signing more, saying please, waiting their turn, and melting down the second they walk through the door. Because if you're a parent using daycare, you've probably heard it. I could never let somebody else raise my child. So today, we're talking about what really happens behind the classroom doors. Welcome to the Little Years Diaries. This is the podcast for the parents in the thick of the little years, the educators holding the classrooms together, and the moms who are trying to do everything and still feel like it's not enough. I'm a daycare director, I'm an early childhood educator, and I'm a mom, which means I've seen all perspectives and all angles, which means I've lived this conversation from lots of points of views. And today, we're breaking down one of the most misunderstood topics in parenting, daycare. Somewhere along the way, daycare became minimized. It got grouped into the phrase of like, they're just watching kids. It's just a babysitting service. At least they're safe. It's better than nothing. And for parents, especially moms, the narrative plants guilt. Because if daycare is just babysitting, then choosing it feels like choosing less. But here's what most people don't realize. Childcare has historically been women's field of work, and women's work is often undervalued. It's not that the job isn't important, it's that the job is completely misunderstood. So let me tell you what educators see when parents see play. When a toddler dumps out a basket of toys, we see cause and effect, fine motor development, decision making, confidence. When a child cries at drop off, we're not panicking. We're supporting you as the parent and the child. It means secure attachment, emotional regulation, and trust building. When kids argue over a toy, we don't rush to stop it. We coach. We walk them through it. It practices language, turn taking, conflict resolution, and empathy. These aren't accidents. They're intentional. They're learning moments. Daycare classrooms run on developmental milestones, brain development research, social emotional framework, and consistent routines. That's education, not babysitting. Parents tell me all the time, they don't do that at home. They never nap like that for me. They listen better there. And sometimes that can sting. But here's the truth. Children feel safest releasing their emotions when they're most secure. At daycare, they're practicing skills. At home, they're processing them. That after-school meltdown that you may see, that's not bad behavior. That's emotional decompression. It means your child trusted the environment they were in enough to learn all day long and trusts you as the parent enough to fall apart. So I want to say this clearly. Believing in daycare does not make drop-off easy. It does not make mom guilt feel any less. I run a daycare. I advocate for early childhood education. And I still cried in my car after dropping off my own baby. Because moms are fed this quiet message: if you were doing it right, it wouldn't be hard. But hard doesn't mean it's wrong. Daycare allows parents to work. Daycare allows parents to breathe so they can show up 100% for their child. Daycare allows parents to show up regulated. Daycare allows children to build relationships outside of their intimate family circle. That's not failure. That's simply support. That's finding your village. So, daycare offers something very powerful. It's a community. It's a village. Children learn. They are not the center of the world, and that's okay. Adults outside their parents can be safe. Other children have needs too, and routines exist beyond their home. Children in daycare build resilience. They build adaptability. They build confidence. And they do it slowly, naturally, and developmentally. If your child cries at drop-off, but runs into your arms at pickup, you're not doing anything wrong. If your child is exhausted at night, they worked hard emotionally. If daycare feels necessary, chosen, or even somewhere in between, your choice, it's valid. Daycare is not replacing parents. Do you hear me? It's not replacing you. Educators are not raising your babies. They are not. We are a part of your village. We are a part of your support. So, daycare isn't just a place for children to go while parents work. It's where confidence is built, language explodes, independence grows, and little humans learn how to exist in this world. In those little years, they're hard, but they matter more than we can give them credit for. Welcome to the Little Years Diaries. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a parent or an educator who needs to hear this. And join me on my next episode as we talk about why daycare kids act wild at home and what it actually means. Thank you for joining. I'll see you on the next one.